scary Mario World. Ooh, it does look spooky. I better not let me die there. This is just how this works. This is just how Tomato Johnson does his work. I'm invisible. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get this to work. Hold down and do this right. Don't play this in a dark room if you want to survive. Well, shit. I'm in a dark room. I probably won't survive. Just have to make my time. This is Tomato Johnson's work. This was disqualified, so I know I'm in for some bullshit. It's just the nature of Tomato Johnson. I died, Yoshi. Go left, by the way. Okay. Okay. The SMW community are actual geniuses for coming up with a system for extracting Nintendo 1 parts from ROMs before uploading them. You could thank the hacker formerly known as Bew for that. Oh, thanks. I hate it. The original patch format IPS was really bad about this, but BPS allows for removing chunks of files around, which helps a lot. I didn't think that through. Gonna be honest, I'm probably just gonna end up cheating my way through this because it's a Tomato Johnson level, and basically Tomato Johnson level means it'll probably be unpleasantly difficult and not terribly fun. I love the ghosts. I love them so much. Surprised Pokemon hack community did not to the same scale? Really? I'd be surprised the Pokemon community wasn't using like BPS to distribute things. It just has kind of become the sort of lingua franca of patches outside of CD-based things. Oh, no, second, like, okay, I see what you mean. I'm betting this is all this level is dodging the holes in the ground while trying not to die of booze. I could put some honest, good faith effort into this, but I don't want to. I was trying to think if there's any other... There are other communities, certainly not like necessarily hacking communities, that do similarly well-scaled things. Like the I Want to Be the Guy people generally have sort of a similar ethos. But they're also not dealing with, like, as litigious of a company as Nintendo. Speaking of which, actually a video taken down, allegedly by Nintendo. They did not like my playthrough of Super Mario Essex for some reason. Oh, Yeah, pretty much outside of maybe, like, there's a Metroid site. Pretty much all other hacks were hosted on or around romhacking.net until the romhacking.net dude had his thing happen, which I don't understand exactly what happened. But now there are other websites, but romhacking.net isn't gone, and I don't know. It's a whole hill of beans that's way above my pay grade. I know better. I guess the Sonic people have a site, don't they? Yeah, the Sonic people have some sort of thing like that. Pretty sure. Remember Jamie telling me about, like, how they do a yearly C3 kind of thing to show off random stuff that people in the community have made. Tomato! Anyway, Tomato Johnson has long since been banned, both from contest entering and from smwcentral. I firmly believe, however, that every once in a while he sneaks back in under a new username and submits something else for contest entries, just because he likes to do this. I do wonder if he would be a celebrated hacker. Well, he might actually still be a celebrated hacker. Wouldn't surprise the Kuso people actually like his stuff, because it is in that kind of genre of weird abuse of things generally people consider to be a bad idea. Like, this gimmick is truly unpleasant. Because I like it when I can't see the hole in the floor. But yeah, I do wonder if he used his powers for good, could he make levels that people would truly love, and I don't know. There's also, somewhat bizarrely, one of the first contests I judged had a tribute to Tomato, which was a morsel level that was in the stylings of a Tomato Johnson level. This morsel has a sense of humor. It was also disqualified. I don't know if Tomato Johnson has ever successfully been not disqualified. Let's see, actually. Tomato. Alright, according to Xandro's site, he has submitted about 7. Is there any... No, he just used the word tomato. 8 things. He's been... No, 7 things. He's not been disqualified as many times as I thought, but Xandro's site has not updated its contest entries in a while. Okay. Look at the lawsuit of Nintendo, Universal City Studios versus Nintendo, and remember that Nintendo is currently only its IP. To some extent, actually makes kind of sense. They're usually super aggressive on monetized products as well. Only super aggressive, not on non-monetized products, but you primarily. Okay. I am not familiar with that court case for a number of reasons. I thought there was a... Oh, right. Why did I think there was a platform there? Disqualified less than I was expecting. In all honesty. Also means Xandro's missing a tribute to Tomato. Huh. No, Salute to Tomato by Morsel. There it is. That was an OLDC too. Yeah, that level sucked. And Morsel knew it sucked when he submitted it. I don't like that jump. Not a fan of Nintendo, but I understand it. Nintendo got sued for arcade Donkey Kong infringement on King Kong IP. Oh, interesting. Oh. That's... Okay, I can see it. It's kind of close in terms of concept. Yeah, copyright is weird, is really the closest I can get. Like, I used to care a lot about this stuff when I was much younger and would read things and care, and I don't anymore. In general, most places care far more about their trademarks than their copyrights. Especially since the era of, like... Damn it. The era of, like, of torrent sites and whatnot is kind of... It's not over, really, but people don't care as much about piracy. In part because, like, I have a choice. I can go track down a torrent, download the torrent, find seeds, blah, 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 blah. Or I could just go to Amazon, pony up $5. I'm gonna be honest, for the most part, I'd rather just go to Amazon, pony up $5. I understand there's a lot of good arguments against it. But it is hard to argue with the... Oh, yeah, I guess I could just pay money for this. And that solves some problems. And in general, I prefer to be on the correct side of the law if possible. I think that's a sprite loading thing. Alright, hooray, APB. This is how Tomato Johnson tries to prevent Always Cape from working. He doesn't know my perseverance here. There was another one! How did I fall? Oh, wait, no. I fell through the floor. There was another one I couldn't see. Okay. Only one, the argument that King Kong had been used in media so often is no longer clear is owned by Universal. In other words, Universal doesn't enforce their IP. They can't enforce Nintendo's either. Nintendo being very traditional, they're scared of people using theirs in turn, losing a lawsuit to the same issue, don't want to let it get off hand. Okay. I guess the question I really have, is it a copyright or a trademark issue? Because trademark is very much, you need to defend it or you will lose it. Copyright, you can very selectively enforce it. If that makes sense. Now I'm kind of surprised they didn't make the level an ice level just to enforce further dickishness. At least I can see this one. This is the one I care about seeing. Yeah, I can't imagine trying to do this level without Always Cape. To be honest, I can't imagine doing it with Always Cape presently. IP issue. Oh, no. Understandable. The question really is it trademark versus copyright? Copyright and trademark are two different things. They're related in many ways, but the way they're enforced and how often they're enforced does change between the two of them. It's one of those, like, it sounds like it's a niche thing, but it actually matters quite a bit. Also, I want to say King Kong is, like, in the public domain by now, isn't it? I'm kind of curious whether or not... I'll have to look next time I look at a King Kong pinball machine and see whether or not there's actually a, like, copyright Universal on it, the way there's a copyright Marvel on the X-Men machine. Which, knowing me right now, I might go play pinball in the near future. I don't know. Been sick. Haven't wanted to go anywhere. Would be nice if I was done with that by Saturday, but I'm going to be honest, I probably need to just take it easy for a couple more days. Even hence. Okay. Yep, there's the one I can't see. Hey, look, a moon. To quote Google API, copyright protects original artworks, trademark protects words and symbols. Yes. Trademark, okay. AMST thing, or was it what the hell? Probably AMST, given when this was released. This was 2019 for this specific one, so AMST is probably more reasonable. Is what the hell the second one or the third one? Also, welcome back, hope from your dentistry. I think it was you having dentistry. We didn't miss much. Now this makes me wonder how Fry's concrete quest on the bus is going. This is rage-inducing. Time for another cough drop, I think. That's correct. Can't feel your mouth no more. Ah, nice. Good bit of the old Novocaine. I hate that feeling after going to the dentist. Last time I went to the dentist was sometime... I think it was it might have been last November. We had to get a crown put in because the tooth itself had just gone. Well, no, I had a crown on that tooth. Or, yeah, I had a crown on that tooth, but the crown self-destructed around Halloween. I remember this now. I was walking back from somewhere, and I had noticed one of my neighbors had a bucket of Halloween candy, so I grabbed one, and upon chewing it, my tooth cracked. And it was really awful for a few days. And then, eventually, more of it fell out. That was also really awful. And then finally, the rest fell out, and it was actually pretty okay. There we go. I'm taking the high road this time. Yeah. No! The spirit of chewing on your tongue. Gotta be really careful. And you just bit it? Ugh. Hate it when I bite my tongue. Tomato Johnson is truly a sadist. A brilliant sadist. Maybe we try to get like Katoon to play this level. Like, I'd like to see what someone who's actually good at Super Mario World would actually do here. Because, like, there's not a lot of good options at any given point. Like, the only reason this is remotely tractable for me, again, is always Cape. Which makes the random ghosts, which I know aren't actually random, but live with me, bear with it. Because otherwise, I wouldn't give this a shot at all. Alright. Katoon is streaming? That's funny. Okay. I've had it up to here with these Monday to Wednesday ghosts. We're gonna just do some swimming. What is down here? I don't think there's a platform. Now I think that's tomato trolling. There's no platform down there. And so more platforms. And a Kaizo block. And more Kaizo blocks. God! What an absolute wanker. At least there's a midway. I wasn't expecting that. Does mean I have to turn off always Cape. Yeah, it does mean I have to turn off always Cape, but whatever. Alright, what horrors wait for us in here? You know, I think we might just stop here. There's two possibilities. One, my tooling breaks that. I'm gonna go with my tooling breaks that somehow. I've never actually beaten the Kaizo World hacks, no. Okay. I have a way of doing this, but it's gonna suck. I need to lap back around. Reopen it this way. Is it writable game or SNES game? Right. Like, I'm pretty sure that what I did was I probably allocated some space, or one of my patches had some problems. At least there's already a save file, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Gotta brain this real quick. Okay, be smart about this. Is it writable game or SNES game I want? SNES game, yes. Alright, now I need to remember how to actually do that. The command is... I really should be more consistent about this kind of thing. Okay, so now I should be able to at least do this. Apparently that does nothing. Alright, so SNES game, no. Yeah, no, okay. Maybe I don't have a way of doing this. I think if I bring in writable game, it'll try to attach Carl. Oh, actually, no. It looks like I might be able to do this. Okay. Wagame. Okay. So now, I should be able to do this using the normal right hook. That's fine. So we'll turn that on. We'll set the star timer to a high value. And then we will set his water level okay, when I unpause, so the key difference here is I'm not messing with any of the code to create this. This is all using the right hook that the SD to SNES provides. And as such, I should be very safe. Like, this shouldn't affect anything badly. Turn back on star. Let's turn back on water level. The cape is for an extra hit, just in case. Actually, does have to go down. I may as well just re-up that while I'm not paying attention. And play one-handed. But yeah, doing this does not load any code into the game where it might be used for something else, which is what could be happening here. There's also the possibility that Tomato Johnson also just did something that didn't work properly on the regular Nintendo, or on the Super Nintendo. Alright, cool. Now we sandbag out, set lives to 69, and see what happens when we go in that door. If it does the same thing as last time, it's my fault, or it's not my fault. If it does something different, it is my fault. Tomato is truly a master of masochism. Nope, I would say it's not my fault. I'm also not going to try to fight a Boos, I think is what's happening, when I can't see the level at all. I haven't died out yet, bizarrely. But yeah, this was a Tomato Johnson level. Let's see if I can at least pull up what that looks like. Got Xander's site open on my side here. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so there is a version of this. There are actually things in here. But this sucks. So I'm not going to try it. Like, if I beat this, does this do anything? Is there, like, another level on the world map? I don't think there is. Or if it is, it's not worth trying. Like, I'd have to do this entire thing blind, and there are ghosts everywhere, so no. I think you didn't expect anyone to make this far? I mean, it's very possible Tomato didn't test this on, like, regular old hardware. That's probably what happened. If I had to make a guess. But it's hard for me to say. It's just, that's what it is. This is what this is. And I have put way more due diligence into this level than Tomato Johnson did, making it very possibly.